Wars The Black Series Merumeru. The figure is part of the third wave of 3.75-inch figures for the Black Series. And here he is. The Wookie captain leads the Wookie defense forces against the invading Separatist army during the Battle of Kashyyyk. So we get another episode 3 figure. Very, very nice. Very nice looking Wookie. Not a big fan of, I like Wookiees, I like Chewie, I like Chewbacca, but they're not particularly my favorite characters in the Star Wars universe, but they're okay. I like them better than the Jar Jar Binks species. Anyway, here is the Clone Wars Chewbacca, just to give you a size comparison, because I know a lot of you seem to think this is a very big figure, and it is. Let me just get him upright. Erect him up a bit. Okay, here is Merumeru, leader, the captain of the Kashyyyk Defense Forces, or the Wookiee Defense Forces. There he is. He's pretty big, very tall, definitely more than 3.75 inch, maybe even more than 4 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, bordering on 5 inches with, just almost 5 inches with his headgear, but it's about just about 4 inches, a little over 4 inches. So very nice. You know, if you're the casual collector, again, I'm not going to recommend this figure to you. I mean, he's not one of the more popular or famous or pertinent ones in the story, but, you know, he's very important because if you remember Order 66, I think he was with Yoda. I could be wrong, but one of the Wookiees, Yoda had sought refuge with the Wookiees to help him escape, or something like that in episode 3. And I have to admit, I didn't quite actually, I think I saw this one in the movie, but very briefly. I didn't pay attention to them. So he's a minor character. You don't have to hunt for him. You don't have to hunt this figure down. My suggestion is get this figure only if you're really into the second trilogy movies, and if you love Wookiees, that's probably the only reason you get it. Or if you get it as a case, or as part of a set, or if a hobby shop does not want to sell their Yavin Luke unless you buy this, or their Marriage It unless you buy the other figure. It's possible some hobby shops bundle their figures, their non-popular figures, so that's fine. But for me, this is a figure that I think just for the hardcore Star Wars collector. Now, having said that, even if you're not the collector and you're looking for an interesting figure on your shelf, you're not the hardcore collector, this figure really is gives a lot of bang for your buck. Really solid plastic all around. It got a lot of accessories. It's got a lot of accessories and detail. And you know, you pay on retail, if it does appear on retail, it will be the same retail price point as it's a Luke Skywalker, Mara Jade in the Black Series, or a Darth Plagueis, or a Stormtrooper, Clone Trooper, whatever. It's the same, but it definitely has more plastic, and that's, I think, the draw for this figure. For me personally, I like that. I like figures that give you value for your money. And, you know, as long as it's not Jar Jar Binks or any of those kooky other aliens on the trilogies, and, you know, I'm really up for it. Now, this one I got him by default because I picked up the whole set, the whole case of 12 figures, Wave 3. So that's pretty cool. His head sculpt is very nice. Paint-apps are fantastic. If you're looking for this guy on the shelf and you see several, it's the teeth and the eyes that you have to worry about. Everything else is okay. The wash on the bronze and whatnot, they're okay. All right. For accessories, he's got this. I think you can remove this. Yep, it is removable. See, he's come undone. This is sort of like a web belt or a utility belt that most of the Wookiees have. He's falling apart now. Okay, he's got a headdress or a helmet, which you can remove. So now he's about the same size as the Clone Wars Chewie, which we'll put here for a while. He's got this particular weird looking blaster. I don't know if you hold it here or here, but you know, I make him hold it, yeah, here, so that his finger is on the trigger properly. Okay, I don't know what that blaster in particular is. It's a Wookiee blaster or something. I don't know. He's got a staff or ceremonial scepter or whatever, which is kind of interesting. It comes unassembled. It comes this way, and the ornament piece is positioned here, so some assembly required, and it only fit one way, as you can see. You can fit it any other way. So interesting. Interesting. We got a ceremonial accessory for a Wookiee. Let's see, much of these. Okay. And then again his headdress. And that's about it. That's about the accessories he has. Tons of detail on the sculpt with the fur. He's got a ball jointed neck, ball hinge shoulders and elbows, swivel wrist, no torso articulation, waist or upper torso, whatnot. He's got a hinge hip, ball hinge knees, and ball hinge ankles. Believe it or not, it is a ball hinge. So very, very cool. I think, you know, on the standpoint of being just a toy, per se, I mean, not thinking about the history of the character or if he's popular or not, the toy deserves a 9 out of 10. Fantastic figure. I mean, had they put a waist, swivel, this would have been a 10 out of 10, but, you know. So, very, very nice. So, for the hardcore collectors, this is not a bad figure to add to your collection. I actually think it will make your collection look really cool, especially if you have an episode 3 diorama going on or shelf. You have, it's great. And, you know, but again, the casual collector, it's a pass. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video review. If you did, please click the thumbs up icon at the bottom. Follow me on Twitter for my toy purchases, Instagram for my toy sightings here in Manila. And check out all my reviews and videos here on this channel, Chefatron on YouTube. My old FX France is still alive. It will just have the occasional vlogs. Star Wars, The Black Series, Merumeru. Thanks for watching.